California's first constitution didn't simply ignore Native American rights. It lit the fuse for a war of extermination. During the Monterey Convention, delegates claimed that it would be a crime to let a bunch of wild Indians have the right to vote. So they hardwired white-only suffrage. At any time, Sacramento could have extended the vote to Native Americans in California with a 2/3 majority, but that never happened. It wasn't just politics, it synced with a legislated war of extermination against California natives across the state. White settlers were paid to scalp and kill indigenous people in California. And militias were created with the sole purpose of exterminating the California indigenous population. California lawmakers even passed legislation barring indigenous people from owning firearms. In 1850, they weaponized the law again and passed the Act for the Government and Protection of Indians. This law would completely destroy indigenous sovereignty. California natives had zero legal standing. You couldn't testify against a white person. You couldn't bring charges against a white person. You couldn't sit on a jury. A white rancher could assault you, kill your family, kidnap your children, and force them into slavery, and there was nothing that you could do about it legally. Thousands of California natives were killed. Thousands more were forced into servitude. Within 50 years, 90% of the California native population was gone. Even when the 15th Amendment was passed in 1870, which outlawed race-based voter denial, California natives were still denied the right to vote. Why? Because they were not U.S. citizens. They were considered to be wards of the state. Only in 1924, when Congress passed the Indian Citizenship Act, that Native Americans legally had the right to vote in California. Even then, that was only on paper because you had English-only forms and literacy tests that kept natives from being able to vote. This political silencing pushed indigenous people to the extreme margins in American society. It created generational poverty within indigenous communities and land theft. Voting wasn't simply denied to California natives, it was weaponized to finance a genocide and to completely destroy and erase one of the most ethnically diverse places on Earth. And what's crazy is that most people don't know anything about this history. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and follow for more.